Hey, Sports Talk fan, what's going on? It's your boy Rico. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a great day. Enjoy that with the family. I don't know where you are, but the weather here in Pennsylvania is pretty nice. It's nice there for, you can still have some barbecue, go out for brunch and enjoy. Um, this is episode 33. Um, the main thing we're going to talk about is the Ja Morant suspension. I want to get your take on that. But I'm waiting for the Lakers. Lakers at 3:30. They're playing the Warriors today. It's without LeBron. You know, um, I know the Lakers are trying to get shooters. They have Kemba Walker coming in for a tryout. I mean, he's a spot up shooter too. But you have Beasley. I don't know if he's the answer. Of course he's a shooter himself. But one game he gave you 20 points, and then the next 10 games, you don't even know if he was playing or not. Um, I don't know if that's a good thing for the Lakers, but they need shooters. With Golden State, you have Steph Curry or coming back. So it's gonna be with Clay, Draymond, all those guys playing together. So it will be tough. Lakers had an opportunity to distance himself. They had an opportunity to distance himself they were playing Minnesota. They could have been sitting at a number 9 spot at 31-33, but they lost the game, put him 30-34, which is I mean, I'm not gonna blame AD. AD had a monstrous game. Well, he had a good game. He had a good game. He could have done better as a rim protector. He could have been getting rebounds and stuff like that. The offensive board was crucial. Minnesota dominated them on that. So second chance points. When guys miss, again, I wanted to see more from him to get in rebounds. So they didn't do well on that. They lost the game. That was a game that you win the game. It puts you in a nice spot. It puts you in a nice spot. Uh, 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 um, you know, but with the West being weak right now, that would have been a great thing for them. So you would have 1.5 game, behind us, fifth, possibly sixth seed, and you in the playoff. You're not worried about the play in. They could have done something. So let's see what happened today. How they come out, and I know for the Lakers again, with D'Angelo Russell didn't play. Of course, coming in, having him, playing today. How would that work for them? Is he going to be on a minute count, or is he fully healthy? Who knows? Ankle injury could linger, or for a whole year if you're not taking care of it. But in a modern day, sports, whether it's the NFL, NBA, they have different treatment that they can give you, the different shots that can help you heal faster, which is a lot better. But we'll see what happens. Which is the same thing they're doing with LeBron with the shot to help heal faster. Because again, he's an older man. So as a young player, let's say if my son get hurt, because again, they're being young, so it would be easier for them to heal. But me, it would take a long time. I'm an older player, but you all know that. Anyway, before I talk about Ja Morant, there's a few things I want to discuss. You have Daniel Jones, the Giants quarterback. Well, he's still even though he's a free agent, but he's still under the Giants. But he unfollowed the Giants. He unfollowed the Giants. He's following the Carolina Panthers. So I know a couple of people I talked to, and a lot of people speculating that the Panthers might jump for him. Uh, I would think that it would be in the Giants' best interest to work out a deal. I'm hearing 45 million. Is he worth $45 million? No. $45 million a year? No. But he's a game. He's not just a game manager, right? He's not just a game manager with just at time as a Jet fan. As a Jet fan, I wish I had him as a quarterback at time. But he's not. Daniel Jones is not just a game manager. He's a good quarterback. He's a solid quarterback. He's better than a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL. I would take him over Jimmy G any day. So again, $45 million. I don't know because that's what his camp asking for, but I don't think that he's worth the $45 million price tag a year that he's asking for. But at least you could work out a deal where you say, okay, I'll give you $18-20 million a year, and that's something that Giants could have done. A lot of time when you see a player balling, you could step up and work out a deal during the season where it's less than what you would have paid in the open market, because now there's a competition with a lot of bad teams that's looking for a quarterback. Team like the Carolina Panthers, team like the Jets. The Jets they're one quarterback away from being a playoff team, possibly a Super Bowl winning team with the defense that they have. So that's what they need. Carolina Panthers being one of those teams they clean house. So they have a lot of potential draft picks that they could surround a player like Jones, Daniel Jones, with, because they need a quarterback and a couple players. They need wide receivers. They need a lot, but they have the draft picks. They went on a fire sale. They were just selling everything. So you saw what they did. They shipped the best running back to the 49ers. So they had a game plan. So and then you have a team like the Raiders. There's a lot of team that's going to overpay for quarterback this season. So we'll see what happens, man. I think that Daniel Jones unfollowing the Giants. Maybe we all reading too much into it, but you unfollow one team and you follow another team. Typically, a lot of players do that. And when they're unhappy somewhere, they have where they want to go. So you could see that. So let's see what happened. And we'll see. Anyway, Notre Dame special team coach Brian Mason. I mean, he's I watch a lot of Notre Dame games. So he is a good. He is a good, he's a good coach. The special team is pretty good. You don't see too much special team in college like that because the focus is usually on offense and defense. But he's a good special team coach. So the coach, he's leaving. He's going to leave Notre Dame to join the Indianapolis coaching staff. So that would be that's a good thing for him and his family. Congrats to him, Brian Mason. Congrats. I think I met him maybe one time when we were in New York. But anyway, congrats, to him. Getting a promotion and going to a different organization, and we'll see what happens. The Eagles wide receiver, Zach Pascal was assaulted. He was robbed and assaulted. Over the weekend. That was, we got, there's a lot of things like that. It's similar to guys like, you see Ja Morant, right? Ja Morant on his IG posting a weapon. You have a loaded gun on his IG, and he's suspended for that. I'm a gun owner. I believe in guns. I believe in it's good to have your gun, to protect yourself at home, whether at home or wherever you are, because because of the lunatic that are out there. These guys are just they're not trying to work. They're just looking for easy cash, right? They're looking for easy cash. Now was it bad for Ja Morant to post on IG with his gun? Yes, it was poor taste. Of course, you have a lot of people looking up to you, a lot of kids looking up to you, which shouldn't. I don't believe in having athletes or celebrities as your role models. I don't. As a father, as a parent, you should be able to do enough and for your kids to look up to you as the foundation, as a model of who they should be, right? And which is what I drive to be every day for my kids, to be that role model, to be that person that not just as their dad, but someone that they look up to. So, but there's a lot of other people who look up to these players, celebrities, so to speak. I don't know why, but hey, people do. So yes, it was in poor taste to be on IG with his gun. Unless you're at a range, you shooting, maybe you show that. Um, Personally, I don't see an issue with that. Uh, I know that the Grizzlies, sent him home to suspend him. But if you look at the Eagles wide receiver, Zach Pascal, who's I don't know where he was. I don't know what he was doing. But the fact that two gunmen approach him and rob him, they beat him up a little bit. They assaulted him. He suffered minor injuries, but still, they assaulted him. They took his jewelries and stuff like that, the cash he had on him, and if he had a weapon, would the situation be different? I know that there's a buddy of mine who was leaving his house. Of course, gunmen approached, and of course he was able to, because he had a weapon. So the situation was he still shot? Yes, but he was able to defend himself. So in a situation like that, it's tough to see that you work hard, you have your money, you have your jewelry, whatever it is, and some knucklehead, some idiot bottom feeder. Again, if you're robbing someone, right? If you're robbing someone, you're doing you're a bottom feeder, man. You're a bottom feeder. That's all I see it. You can't come in try to you're doing all this stuff. It's ridiculous. So it's tough. It's tough to see him go through that. I'm glad nothing happened besides the minor injury for Zach Pascal. But he's fine. He live in a suburb, but these guys still find a way to anyway. But as for Ja Morant, to be suspended, yes, it was poor taste having showing the weapon on IG, but he wasn't talking about killing anybody. He wasn't talking about killing anybody. He wasn't out there. He wasn't shooting the gun. He just showing, hey, I'm strapped. You know what I mean? Hey, that's good. It's good to know that. So I know that. I see what the Grizzlies did, though. I see what they did there. Right? By sending him home and suspending him for 2 games, even though what they're comfortable where they are in the playoffs. All right? I wonder if they were battling for the play-in, would the Grizzlies still do that? But I see what they did there. They went ahead and suspended him for 2 games. So they tell the NBA, look, what he did was in poor taste. We suspended him. So now the NBA can't come back and suspend him again. You know what I mean? So that was a good thing they did. Yeah. So they went ahead, because the NBA might be overzealous. They might be too excited and try to suspend him for 15, 20 game or 10 game, whatever it is. So they decided, hey, let me suspend him for 2 games, which is a lot easier so now they tell the NBA, look, what he did, yes, he did this in poor taste. We know, he took account. We jump in. We knew what he did was wrong, and we suspended him. You know what I mean? We suspended him, so that's that. So you show okay, this guy did this. Yeah, typical employer. Your employer's gonna do the same. If it's a situation where they feel like, okay, I could be sued for what you did, something you did. So they they go to court to say, Your Honor, person X did this to person Y, right? And so based on what person X did, and that violate our policy, section whatever, right? This conduct, this and that, you know what I mean? Because of that, we went ahead and suspend or we terminate or whatever we did. We did X, Y, and Z, so this won't happen again, and we apologize for that individual. So a lot of times those lawsuits, there won't be any lawsuits because they took action. If no action was taken, then that's that. So the Grizzlies, of course, they protect themselves. They know this is a playoff. They're fighting they're not fighting. They're comfortable where they are, but still, the sitting in the playoffs is it matters, right? So they need to do what they got to do, right? So they say, hey, let's jump ahead of this. He did this. He's on IG. The NBA is already looking at it. They're investigating it. So they went ahead. Let me suspend him for 2 games, right? 2 games. If they did 1 game, the NBA could say, well, 1 game, it's not warranted 1 game. There's more, maybe 5 games suspension. But 2 games, they're letting the NBA know, yes, we suspend him for 2 games without pay, right? So now you got to show that you didn't pay him. Was he suspended without pay, or was he suspended with pay? And then so you have to show all this stuff to the NBA. Yes, we suspended without pay, and I know the Grizzlies got in the back end they probably drop a bag of money to his dad or something, right? Yes, we suspended without pay. We suspended for 2 games, whatever it is. So that so it showed that the NBA, okay, well, what they did, they already took action, so there's nothing for me to do. So team usually jump in ahead of time, and they just, it's difficult. I know the NFL is difficult because you have you had a 16-game season, now added 17-game, 1 game to make it a 17-game season. So you didn't want to be too harsh by jumping in to do that on your star player. So, but the NBA, you have 82-game season, so so you could afford with players taking time off to relax anyway. Ja is a high flying player, so of course, the Grizzlies wanted to give him some rest anyway. So those 2 games, it just to show, okay, we suspended him for 2 games, but those are the 2 games that he was gonna sit out anyway. So I see what they did. But now you got to prove that, hey, you suspend him without pay, which I don't think they did. I don't believe they did that. I don't believe they suspended him without pay. So that's something that they got to look too deep into it. But should he even be suspended by the league? I don't see what he did wrong. But yes, he showed his weapon. He's on he's home. His IG posts. He posts his weapon. There's just like he's not out there and in the club, I'm sure like doing anything crazy with the weapon. He's home on his IG, posting his weapon. So I don't think that he should have been suspended. I don't think he should be suspended for that. Again, he's a young man. You just got to talk to him. Say, hey, man, just be careful, whatever. But I don't see anything wrong with it. Personally, I don't see anything wrong with it. But that's again, what do you think? Should Ja Morant be suspended? Yeah. Anyway, man, happy Sunday. I hope that you have a great day, great Sunday. With your family. The weather's nice. I don't know where you are. I know here in Pennsylvania the weather's pretty good. I like it like that. No snow. I love it. I love it, man. I can't stand the snow. But it's great. It's nice day to have a barbecue, chill outside. Put you need the fire pit on, of course. Go out for some brunch with the family. So I hope you guys enjoy the weekend. Get ready just enjoy it. I want the time to stop. Enjoy it and like, subscribe to the channel to help me grow. Share the video. And enjoy. All right? Have a good day.